Today's video is in a way a continuation to yesterday's video. Yesterday I talked about the confidence paradox and a couple of, at least I believe 4 or 5 things I talked about specifically within the paradox, some of my ideas, some of my thoughts. I talked about contribution shift. I said value first, leading with some leading questions. And then I said don't get yourself into a situation where you have to become something before you can really act. And all those thoughts, I'm going to drop a link here to yesterday's video. You can check it out. And also towards the end of the video, I'm going to drop a link too. So I felt after I recorded yesterday's video, I felt I had something else to add to it. So here I am recording, and today we are talking about a specific area which is called the readiness myth. Why you should not wait to do whatever you want to do. There is never going to be a perfect time, and readiness is a social construct. It doesn't need to. You don't need to follow a socially dictating template. You can act and you can get wherever you have to get to. So talking about the social construct, listen, people have told us you got to graduate before you get work. You got to train before you can go and compete. You need to plan before you go build something. All that is cultural programming. It doesn't need to be that way. And thanks to all the social media, all the technology in the world that we live in today, everything that this world has demystified everything. Learning is happening differently. People learn differently. People act differently. People process success and failure differently. We're in a different world altogether. So I have a few more thoughts to add to this. So if you're totally new to this channel, I show up here every day. We talk about self-improvement. We talk about entrepreneurship. We talk about finance, relationships, few different topics on this channel. I show up here every day. The idea is to coach. The idea is to train. I come with an intent to serve. Specifically, I'm extending yesterday's video here because yesterday's video got some incredible number of views. 21 views at the time of recording this video, which is great, like 400% for me, because my videos don't get more than 5 or 7 views anyway. So this is a revolutionary video yesterday talking about confidence paradox. So I'm extending the confidence paradox here to today's video. Okay, so readiness, let's get into this. Readiness is a timing myth. Okay, so you got to learn, you got to prepare, and then you have to start, right? That was the old programming. The new programming is you start, you adapt, and you learn. So you got to start from wherever, whatever you have. Right? You start there, you adapt. There's going to be some failures along the way. There's going to be some mistakes along the way. You learn from that. Okay. Every opportunity has a window. You probably know this. And there's something called a window effect. And the window effect is that every opportunity has a window, but it only has half-life. So the longer you wait, it's not that you're going to be having less motivation or your skills are not enough, or it's not that you not have enough drive and all that. It doesn't matter. There are some external circumstances, there are external factors that makes an opportunity present itself to you. And if you wait too long, that window shrinks. So the longer you wait, the lesser the possibility that you're going to accomplish. So you can wake up and you look at the sky and you see, okay, the weather is bad. I'm not going to run. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. I'm going to only run when the weather is good. So if that kind of a thinking will put you in a position where you will get a better day, that's sure, right? You'll get a perfect day, but then you will miss out on the mileage of life. Okay, so what you have to do, you got to rehearse. Reflection in itself is not enough. You got to rehearse. What do I rehearse? How do I rehearse? Rehearse is very simple. You take small steps. I talked about this on yesterday's video. You take small steps. You do small experiments. You do things that you want to, some low risk trials you engage in to get data. Again, this is the starting point. We're talking about the start. And then as you get the data, you are now with an intention to adapt, you will start learning. And you're doing this because the intention to adapt. So just look at the data, you learn, and then you come back and you take action. I want to talk about a concept that I have dealt with a lot when working with people when it comes to confidence and self-esteem. It's called the readiness regret trade-off. So what this means is people overestimate the risk of acting too soon, and they underestimate the regret of not acting at all. You don't want to be there. So what you have to do is you got to again, this goes back to yesterday's video where I said, you got to stop asking, am I ready? And instead, you twist the question and you say, what do I have to do now that I can move forward a bit? The bit is the answer there. What can I do so that I can move forward a bit? Okay. Readiness is a byproduct of exposure. Okay. This is not an internal decision you make. I'm ready. No. The more you expose yourself to whatever is that you want to do in whatever shape and form, then the chances of you succeeding, and then the chances of you making you covering a longer distance in the half window that you have, right? and not making the half window a reality increases. Okay, so the message is very simple. Confidence is something that you do, that you practice every day. You take small little steps to get there. Readiness is a myth. It doesn't exist. You feel that, okay, I'm going to do something, I'm going to get some data, I'm going to see how it's all going to work. So as you are doing that, subconsciously you're building confidence. And yesterday I talked about this, the action evidence loop, right? So, and you turn action evidence loop into a self-sustained loop. So you take small action, you look for evidence, and the more actions you take, the more evidence you get, and that evidence in itself is going to start building confidence. At some point you get positive evidence, like you look, the evidence in itself is going to be the cause for creating the self-confidence, and that is the unconscious self-confidence we're talking. So what value can I add? That's a question. I talked about that yesterday. These are, you're practicing value first, and as a part of your value first practice, the value first confidence, you're going to ask questions. What value can I add here? What is the smallest contribution that I can make right here, right now? So you're acting on the answer, and then you are starting to for every action you take, for every evidence you collect, you're going to start documenting. You start writing a journal. You just start putting things in place. So what you're doing is you are not really waiting for success to happen, but then you are recording momentum. Recording momentum is the crucial, important aspect of everything when it comes to creating peak performance and success. Okay, that's all for now. I'm going to stop here. I think those were the thoughts. I think I took them out of my mind. Okay, so if this was helpful, so do me a favor, like this video. If you subscribe to this channel, then I'm in front of you every day. At this point, I'm literally recording every day. So that's my cadence. And I somehow, you call the Almighty or the higher power, somehow I'm finding time to record this every day. Okay, if you have a question for me, drop in the comment section here, and I promise you I'm going to respond to you with an answer, and that answer is the video of the day. Okay, that's all for now. Wherever you are, you be safe, and I'll be with you as early as tomorrow. Bye now.